Josh says hi. Me and him have been good buddies for a while now. Started together in the event scene. A lot of people in the industry know him because he's also a content creator, was also fucking around in this space for a while, and now he's the lost little boy out in the wild. And we found him and brought him in.
Yeah, Nate's like my surrogate father.
Yeah.
Okay.
That feeds him weed
fucked up
constantly.
way. Yeah.
I don't know if that's such a good idea.
Horrible idea. Yeah.
Don't judge our fucked up relationship, okay?
Fair enough.
He was raised well. On the other side there, of course, is Arneo, the ladybird as well. She's now recently started stepping into the growing world. Did an outdoor grow last year, went well for her, learned a lot, and then rocked the indoor grow this year now.
Yeah.
Killed it. So next month she's going to be at the event featuring jelly breath to everybody there. It's going to be
Cool.
the Savage birthday next month. So it's my birthday party next month. So we're going to try to do the most fucked up adult birthday party we can.
Wow.
You know, yeah, like cool drink.
I
Yeah.
gotcha.
So this is a tease. This is a
in that
tease.
way.
Yes.
In that
Yeah, I
way.
was like,
saw
wow.
where you went there.
Yeah, 100%. So this is like the tease into it. Jannie Friar cool drank, which is all messed up, you know, a big infused cake, like all that kind of stuff. And just, I guess, you know, trying to make a fun space for people every month to be able to come to enjoy some legal weed, have a safe space to do it, you know, and just get to meet some of the really great cannabis brands out in the industry. There's some really cool ones like Sudays, and these guys are coming onto the space now. We're trying to develop before legality hits us, you know, like a fucking wave.
Yeah.
When the Americas arrive here, it's going to be big. Like SA is a very enticing cake for the outside world. Like,
Yeah, so I mean, are you trying to say that you're trying to be kind of first to market before the big companies move in here?
yeah, I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, we are trying to be first to market. When I went over to Amsterdam, I was lucky enough to see some of the stuff out there and kind of compare it to SA's quality that we have here. And at first I thought like Amsterdam's in a league of their own. You know, we're lacking behind like SA tends to do in a lot of shit. You know, we're 5th in the team or 10th in the fucking team. You know, so I was like, weed is the same. And then I came back and I met some SA growers here, and I was like, wait, I'm completely actually wrong. Once I met some guys here, I was going like, SA is actually producing better than the Amsterdam stuff. Like some of the shit here. So change stuff, we went, no. Okay, if we're better than Amsterdam already, we should be in that circle where they're talking of Amsterdam, California, Canada, Spain as like the main cannabis guys. Like SA should now start sitting at that table. Really, like to kind of get on that space. So being on that table requires us to set our own level, to be able to be regarded to the rest of the world, like as we do in rugby, like as serious contenders or serious people in this, because we take it seriously. So,
Dude, but are you freaks of nature? Are you the boss? How does it work? Or are you guys in it
Sort
together,
of.
all three of you, or how does that?
yeah,
Nate is the big man. Nate is the big man.
the big
Father,
smoker.
boss,
Yeah.
husband.
Papa.
Yeah, I guess my little fucked up band of merry recruits here with me has grown quite beautifully. I mean, it started as me starting a YouTube show about 2 years ago.
Okay.
You know, I really was just after legality happened, and they were like, okay, you can grow weed legally.
Has it been 2 years?
It's been 2 years about now. Actually, longer than 2 years
Longer.
now.
2018 is
Twe-
when the Concord
Rules,
rules.
yeah.
September
Yes.
18th, 2018. I remember
Yeah.
that because I missed my girlfriend's birthday.
Wow.
Because she was getting high.
Needless to say,
Priorities.
I'm single, but like that happened. So it was September 18th that we ruled. Legal's a strong word.
Yeah.
More constitutional validity is more
Decriminalised
what we've
in a
got.
way, right?
Decriminalised
Yeah.
in a way where, you know, as much as you're entitled to water, shelter, and all these things, you're entitled to consume cannabis as an adult in the privacy of your own setting and grow it. How much, we don't fucking know.
Yeah. How much? Anything, we don't know.
And so, how old is Freaks of Nature? Actually, is that your YouTube channel?
That's my YouTube channel, yeah. That's
Okay.
my YouTube, Insta, all that stuff and everything else. Well, it's about 2 years old now. It went on a little bit of a hiatus for the past 6-7 months now. Like everything went quiet on the channel as I've just been ramping up to this. And just kind of putting all the focus into this as I've been building relationships with Josh and the other guys now, and kind of levitating it out from a single man YouTube show to an on the ground event space where we can actually now start collaborating as content creators together to actually create new spaces, do new events, do new videos together, do actual stuff together to be able to show the industry more of us than just me toting with my fucking flag, you know, like, hey.
But is the website also Freaks of Nature?
100%. Website is also freaksofnature.co.za. Yeah.
And you know, the people that obviously that are watching that have already bought the gift packs, they know how it works. But just for the people watching on Point View, maybe that don't know, how does it work?
Okay, awesome. So what we did is we created an event ticket, to be able to allow people to try cannabis legally, because like we said, there is still so much gray area around it, how you can do it. So by offering people a ticket, we allowed them to do a temporary membership basically for that night, so they could come to the thing and be legal members at that event space essentially there. All the flower that we have, we donated to the event, and all the flower came from a personal home grower. So every month we change the grower, every month it's a new strain. So we're really trying to make a space now where growers can start coming out from the underground, where we've always been hidden and not talking about stuff and afraid, to start saying, hey, I'm also a freak of nature who wants to start my own brand, and I have my little tent, and I'd love to get some people to tell me what they think of my weed and maybe help me. So it's really to try to create an educational platform for growers now to come out and say, here's my stuff, this is how I grew it, this is what I did, and people to go, hey, actually, Josh, your weed is a little cock, bro, sorry,
He picks me.
Three out of 5.
I mean,
literally, fuck, okay.
100%, but I think it should be a great space for someone like Josh to hear that honesty and go, I hear you guys, I can feel myself, I fucked up here and there, I did have some issues in week 3 and this happened, so I'm going to learn. Next grow, I'm going to come back. In 4 months' time, I'll see you guys at the next event, and I'm going to try feature again and get an opportunity for people to really see, hey, this guy fucking listen. And he came back, and his new stuff is great. So when legality does come, Josh can actually put a brand on the market and say, here's Josh's weed. I've had 2 years of development in this little small market.
Nice.
Been able to develop my brand and develop my product well. I know I'm hitting all the marks.
Because I thought that was quite smart. What you just said in our first meeting is that you're also building it around the reviews.
Yes.
Could you just re-explain that to me?
Okay.
Because I'm a stoner and I can't remember anything.
Yeah, so we really wanted to make a kind of tit-for-tat type of relationship with the members who are there as well, that it is not simply just you coming to an event to smoke and just enjoy weed, because we all fucking love that, and there are already kind of legal smoking events where you can go to just smoke if you want to smoke. The reviewing side brought it into a community aspect again for us. To be honest, I took the idea a little bit from a conversation Ladybird and I were having one day when the High Times Cup in America, after Corona and everything, they weren't able to have the events that they were having anymore, to get all the people together and have the big judges panels and the big events and this type of shit. So what they did is they started a at-home judges campaign, basically. So they opened up and said, all of you can be judges now. We're doing a community judging competition. So buy a judge's pack, write your reviews about the flower, and we'll score all the flower at the event. So there's no judges anymore. So we thought that's a cool way to start incorporating the community to actually be your judges,
Yeah.
Real people. These are your people actually smoking stuff, more than these kind of celebrity inflated judges, which were kind of getting used at the events in SA and these things right now. I don't think any of us has any right to be like, I'm a better grower than you or whatnot.
Yeah.
It's all circumstantial. Some of us are great, some of us are not. We're all learning, so it should be a good space for us to learn.
Because there are two things happening. The people that bought the boxes for delivery, right?
Yes,
I mean, the people that can't necessarily be there or
Yeah,
whatever.
the online boxes,
So they're watching this.
Yeah.
But what are they missing out on at the event?
Okay, so what they are going to be missing out on is some limited edition stuff that we do at the event, like some ice cream we're making there, THC-infused ice cream just for by the event.
That's also by Liz, right? Or
Yes,
is that?
yes, that's also by Liz. It's a very limited edition collab that we're doing with them. They only do CBD, but again, we were able to get past that legality again of making a product with them, because all the flowers donated from me to them.
Nice.
They're just making a small batch
Cool.
there.
So it's a little collab specifically for this event.
100%, and that's
Very
our hope.
nice.
Is every event to be doing little collabs like that, little one with someone else, get guys to give flower to one another, make a little something, get the public to try it, and then obviously go to the website on Freaks of Nature. We'll have tabs there for reviews and everything, where people can go and write a review over every little product that we have, every grinder at the event, every bong, everything.
Do you have to be a member to review that product, obviously, or how?
It helps. It helps to be a member because you're going to be at these places. Like all the product will be there at the event. So
But
if you bought a ticket,
I mean, the people that get the boxes, are they going to be reviewing something?
Yeah, no, the people that are getting the boxes, they're reviewing the products which are in the boxes first. So they're straight off flower, edible and pre-roll. I mean, each box has 3 different products in it.
Is this the edible?
This is actually the edible, to be honest, for the box people.
Gotcha.
They're gonna try the CBD first. This is just because we kind of saw it as a little in between, like a sandwich for your whole experience. If you are smoking the weed and you find, oh shit, my tolerance is too low, I'm overpowered, you can drink a little bit of CBD to bring yourself back down again. You know, we found Josh actually put me onto this whole idea of using CBD as a balancer. I think
Yeah.
you used to work at a club and they used to do that type of thing.
It's just
It's been used a lot.
Yeah, it's just a better experience, right? Because like as we refine the space in this industry and we come out of the the more stoner mentality, you want to offer people an experience, right? And you're not really going to enjoy that if you're like off your fucking face,
Sure.
and you're stoned out of your mind. So, and don't get me wrong, I don't bash it. I like to get high, but just being able to like calm yourself and like keep yourself going for a bit longer, it's a lot better.
Sure,
You know?
100%.
It's a bit more mature.
I mean, all the stuff at the night as well, really, the joints which are going to be there, everything is really kind of taster sized and this stuff again. We're not really going for the massive joint smoking challenges or trying to go for the see how much dab you can smoke, how many edibles you can eat type of thing. More
Although
than
you would be allowed to.
Oh yeah, no, I mean you can rock it out if you want to fucking go for it. Like good luck. Like each person has their own freedom at the event as well. If you decide you just want to sit at the fucking dab table all night and smoke dab, that's up to you. But we're really trying to encourage people at the night to move around from station to station, go try some different stuff, try the flower, try the edibles, try the dab, try the grinders.
Yeah.
We'll go write some reviews about the stuff and help us curate the industry a bit better, you know?
Yeah, man. Dude, before I want to get to the boxes, I just want to kind of go back to how this started and how you guys came together. And I know you
Great
said
journey.
both of you were just making content creators on your own.
Yeah, I mean, I started like back in 2018. Well, before that, I was really focused into weed with a buddy of mine and another buddy of mine. And then in 2018, when Constitution changed, we kind of said like, fuck it, we want to start something, put our name out there and start creating shit. So we started a lifestyle brand and we called it JCC, which is like Joint Cannabis Consultants.
Nice.
And it moved from like, because we were all growers, in different fields, like outdoor permaculture, indoor greenhouse. And we started a business where it was like, we're going to help people grow plants.
Yeah, you were consulting and stuff and
nice.
everything. I remember you had a website and all of that.
Yeah. So then...
But you were like the grow consultant really.
Yeah,
like
exactly.
Yeah.
It was like, let me come to a glorified fucking gardener, really.
Yeah.
Like, that's all
Yeah.
it is.
Horticulturalist.
There we go. That's why it's on my grand. But and then we were like, how do we market this? So we started creating content around it. Putting on Instagram and our website and stuff. And then it kind of gravitated more towards like we were more concerned with the industry and the community and getting the right message out there. Because like I'm 25 now. When I started, I was much younger, and I've always wanted to work in pot, and I just never liked how, and I think like there was no like, what's going on, like what's happening. So we just started like bringing a more like, I don't know, like a more opinionated response to the public about what was going on, because no one likes to read long pieces of information about legal work and like all this crap. So we just found ourselves being the medium between the youth and like where all the information.
Yeah, you were
was
like the
coming
layman's
from.
man voice really at that time. I think they were like the voice in the ground for a lot of us as well.
Yeah.
We're making it easier to ingest some info.
Yeah.
You guys were talking a lot about constitutional stuff, breaking down a lot of what did the legality mean, what was this stuff mean to us.
Yeah.
Like
that was the whole pitch. And then I met Nate like through these like events that were going on in Cape Town and stuff.
yeah, because the scene was hot back then, kind of like
Yeah,
it
it
just
was a
started.
vibe,
It was like hot, you
Yeah.
know. People.
What
were-
is the scene? I missed it completely.
Dude,
Tell me about it. What does it mean?
Basically, like,
the scene was everything back then, to be honest.
like, just like I think it was everyone grabbing at something.
Something,
It
yeah,
was the green
100%.
rush. Like,
Yeah.
everyone was
but so
looking
what does
for-
that mean? Like a club going, we're gonna have a weed event, or was it like private parties or
It was
what do you
all of
mean?
that, dude.
Yeah.
It was
Yeah.
all of
It-
that,
it-
like,
yeah.
You had private parties. You had like the I-420 guys who were doing 420 Sundays
Yeah.
in OBS. You had the guys up.
Which
in
is your
Joburg.
kind of open smoke event
Yeah,
off in a way
yeah.
that was like a legal space where you could go, you pay entrance ticket, like $50 to go
Yeah.
in.
Cool.
You bring your own bud in, usually what as well type of stuff. You could sit at a table and smoke your own bud. And it was really like a kind of big open social
Yeah.
space there, DJs, these things, and that whole kind of open smoking social vibe that we could do.
It's funny because nothing's really changed. I feel like 20 years ago in OBS, the same thing was
100%. No, like 100%. I think now they just charge you to do it. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
that was so
Over
good.
the counter
Yeah,
instead of-
essentially,
yeah.
So it was pretty cool. And then we met and like we kind of like kicked it off really well. Nate came and did some content with us. We did some content with him, and then
Made me smoke like fucking 9 bongs back to back.
I did actually.
Wow.
Out of a,
Yeah, they
out
took
of
me on like
can.
a journey from Tari to indoor. And
nice.
No, you got it. You got to remember where you come from. You know what I mean?
and
You gotta
Tari
respect
started
it.
with a Coke can, bro.
Yes, we
like
did.
a crushed
And a
Coke
Stereo
can.
Classic
bottle.
shit.
Oh,
Yeah, nice.
no, real.
It was like a pen,
all of that shit, dude. Like
stamp or whatever.
yeah, took me back like down the old road. Oh,
But it was
rough.
good. And then at like November last year, my brand and I, we kind of just went our separate ways because it was all amicable. We just wanted to do our own thing.
Okay.
And then Nate like pitched me this whole concept. And
Well, I grabbed you like,
Yeah, he
like
kinda-
I kind of
yeah.
caught you in the night
Yeah.
in your bed and like pulled you out, and then I was like,
Don't
I've
tell
got this
everyone.
idea, motherfucker.
Guys, yeah, please. But then he pitched this whole concept, and I was really into it because I am quite a believer of like how the space, like I said, the green rush where everyone was starting something, you know. And now as the years have progressed, what we're seeing is like some people are filtering out, and more brands are kind of like refining themselves and actually developing the industry. And Nate like pitched this, and I said, dude, it's cool that we can finally put people like forward. You know what I mean? Guys who want to work in this space, I want to work in this space,
Yeah.
and like actually offer them a platform to market themselves. You know?
Yeah, for sure. So it is like a networking kind of.
Yeah, 100%.
It's like a
That's-
wine
that's-
club meets
Yeah.
a gamer clan
Yeah.
meets a like
Nice.
like all of that kind
Yeah,
of
no,
stuff
real
together.
talk.
Really
Like
are
it's
like,
all that fun shit. Like,
like,
it's you fall under freaks of nature, but like I do my own thing as well. I have
Yeah.
an independent a brand as well. I run a
Yeah,
company called
100%.
High Couture, and it's all just used as a platform to help people in this space kind of like really build themselves up. So when it becomes global, and it will, when America and them come and play here, there's at least some form of foundation that we can stand on, so that we just don't get swamped by all of them.
yeah.
You know?
Yeah, I guess the stuff that I saw pop up the most is like the club.
Yeah,
The
social
club
club.
kind
Social
of
clubs,
thing
yeah.
where
Grow
you,
club, social club,
Yeah.
those.
I guess, yeah, I'm not sure how that works or whether we can discuss it or should,
Of
but
course,
where,
I mean, you can.
where it's like
It's all
the
grey area.
square meterage and
Oh,
then,
Haze Club.
Haze Club.
Yeah.
Haze Club,
Yeah.
yeah.
yeah, yeah,
Haze
and
Club.
then right? So I mean, and do you think because Cape Town Cannabis Club was shut down, right?
Yeah, C3. Well, C3 shut themselves down voluntarily.
I see.
They weren't shut down themselves. What was happening at that time is the scene was getting very, very hot. After Haze Club's bust, it seemed like every club was getting targeted who was in the who was in the Grow for You club
Yeah.
model. I think Nature's Pharmacy started stressing. Quite a few guys started stressing. Who were running the same kind of model. And C3 was one of the bigger ones who was coming up quite fast. I mean, I knew the guys. I was personally myself involved with them quite hard, so I helped create most of their foundation. And yeah, I know they were ramping up to be quite successful, but that kind of success, I know they wouldn't take the risk of like having it open still.
But yeah, man, I mean that's interesting. So you were already in the space,
Oh yeah. I can like.
and so sorry, I just want
No,
to figure out.
please.
So what makes this unique is that you're just a member for that one event.
Yeah, 100%. It's that, and also the fact that all of the flower that we have at the event does come from a legal home grower. So that is a grower who hasn't sold any stock to the black market. He's not a
Gotcha.
black market
I
grower.
understand.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He really is a guy like me who's got a tent at home. He's maybe growing a 1.5 meter or 2.4 meter. Maybe halves a kilo for himself, but he says, you know, I'm going to give 100 grams or 50 grams
Yeah.
to this event because I want to get my name out there, but more, I'd love for people to try it. I want to get some reviews about my stuff. And we say, dude, no problem. We'll package it. We put it together for you nicely. We get a platform. We film it. We get people there. So we basically create the vibe around your weed, you know, to really just start getting that engagement with it for people there. So,
Sure.
yeah.
Anna, what do you do?
Sitting there
Yeah,
silently in the corner.
I feel like I've been nodding quite a bit. So I'm like, okay, let me keep my head still for a while. Yeah, so actually in
Featured
terms of
grower,
freaks
right?
of I'm the featured grower. Actually, my dad and I.
Yeah,
are
doing
the
it for the
featured
girls and the
grower.
old people.
Are you the featured grower 420?
Yeah,
At the 420 event.
Correct.
420, she does all the joints, basically. So,
Okay, nice.
Yeah, garlic breath, garlic breath, sorry, jelly breath
Jelly breath.
is her featured strain. So that's
Yeah.
in all of the joints this month. That's what she grew indoors. And then Todd Pops is the other one that was grown by her 65-year-old dad, bro.
Correct.
Wow,
Yeah.
his first
Yeah.
grow. Yeah,
Yeah.
his first grow.
First
Consulted
grow.
by us.
And
Yeah.
did he get you into growing or the other way around?
My dad. Actually, yeah, I think we all have our own journey with cannabis, and I think that's also an interesting topic always to explore. But yeah, I mean, I think I smoked my first joint at the age of 19, so and
Late
then-
bloomer.
Yeah, I was a late bloomer, and then once it hit, I was
Not like
yeah,
this, not like
is
this
good.
crater next to me, bro.
It's not about Josh right now.
Yeah, it's your
let's
time.
move away,
It's
yeah.
my time. But yeah, so I've always enjoyed smoking cannabis. I actually told him the other day, I actually can't believe it. I was in the States. I lived in Los Angeles for a year when I was 21, and I smoked a lot of weed there, not knowing what I actually smoked. And it's really disappointing now, being at this stage in my life and really appreciating...
Had a taste of that Cali weed and you didn't even know it.
Exactly. And it was all from a dispensary, so it was like proper medicated ones. But
did you have to get the license card thing?
I had a friend.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
The old friend.
My back is aching.
Exactly. Can't sleep.
Yeah.
Insomnia, all of that. But yeah, so that's also like a topic of discussion in terms of my parents and, you know,
I actually meant, did you get your parents into growing weed?
Oh, yeah.
Or the other way around?
Yes.
Okay, nice. That's where you were
got
going.
a dad
now.
in
Yeah,
Philly.
so my dad was actually very curious after we'd spoken to him and he saw our grows going. He was, he's at a stage in his life.
How
as
did you
well
break
where
that, though?
That's what I'm saying. It's an interesting... So actually...
All me, bro.
No.
I just had to take those shots for like fucking 4 years in a row, bro. It's like started as like this piece of shit back in weed smoker, motherfucker. I see you.
Bad influence.
Yeah, bad influence.
Meanwhile,
like,
I was like, another joint.
Yeah.
No, so they actually called me one day. It was about just after the legislation as well, that New Year's morning, and my parents called me on speakerphone, and they're like, "Yeah, so we ate a Rice Krispie cookie last night."
As the old folks do.
Nice.
And told me all about their
trip.
Yeah, I
100%.
mean, up to my dad thinking he needs
And they
to
were
go
excited.
to hospital.
They were half excited telling this journey.
Like they can't, like they were just not functioning. They couldn't brush their teeth, and they were worried. And they were far out in the Eastern Cape, nowhere close to a hospital. So, but they managed to sort each other out, like we've always done. If somebody feels too high in the beginning,
What, like a hot bath?
I don't want to ask them what they did. I don't want to know what they did, but
took a hot bath.
But in the end of the day, my dad, I think he just got really interested in the growing aspect of it. I don't think he's ever smoked a joint in his life.
Yeah, definitely hasn't.
He's very
There's no
conservative,
fucking... I would put money on this table right now to watch that, guys. I would put 10 grand on this table to watch a dad smoke a joint. You're talking about the most vanilla NG Kerk, bruh.
Shame.
Wow.
I'm just calling
Shots
a spade, bro.
Shit.
I'm just
And he's an
Chris
accountant.
Axinho. Yeah, he's an accountant.
And
like.
he's an accountant, So he
Nice.
was, he's working full day, and then we set up 2 tents at their house, and just helped
Yeah, I
him.
mean, we
So
were
that's
telling
when-
him about this event back then already,
Yeah.
kind of, like telling him about this thing we kind of going, and he was just keen to help. I think at that point, he was keen to help us. We had literally 5 tents in my apartment. Like at one point, we had like it was like.
That sounds legal.
Exactly.
We
like
smoke it all.
Like at
So
one
it
point,
is
I was
legal.
It's all subjective.
like the show was getting really ballsy. Like I didn't even film my 5th season because I was just like, this is the season I get locked up. Like if I film this season, there's 5 tents in this thing, and they're like, there's
that's
no
actually
way
the
this is
main-
personal use, So after that, just to kind of like get my folks off my back too, because they were like, dude, you're gonna get fucking arrested, yeah. So I started diversifying my tents. Like her dad then said, well, he'll help us out. They've got space in their garage and whatnot.
That's very nice.
And then it kind of just happened, It
Actually,
was
in my
like-
mom's pantry, which
Yeah.
she was extremely upset about because she had to move all her jams and stuff. But
Kan nie
anyway.
meer kon fight maak hierdie.
Marijuana jam could be something,
Yeah.
right?
Quite fire,
Yeah.
actually. I'd schmuck that.
She makes
Peanut
a
butter
mean
and ginger
marmalade.
summer.
Like you're gonna eat your breakfast and then do fuck all else for the rest of the day. Just like as soon as that toast kicks in, you're like, oh, that was a good breakfast. Let's go start the day. And then like 30 minutes later, you're just sleeping on the toilet. Like,
So coming back to my dad, I was really impressed. He would just found an interest in
he
cannabis,
fucking
and
went at it, eh?
even though I have many other family members that are very much against it still, so it's kind of like, okay, this is what I'm doing. You can either choose if you want to be part of it or not. And I consulted him on the full grow. He was there a couple of times, but
I wasn't PE at that time.
Yeah,
I mean, that's where she took over and became
and that's
a featured
actually
grower too,
how I started growing on my own as well. The indoor grow, it kind of happened organically because he left me for a month.
For a month.
Left me with the dogs for a month and 2 massive grows, and I was like, okay, I guess I must.
I just tried to give her like a guide and was like,
Yeah.
just that many scoops of powder, that much, like
It's
use
like,
that stick.
No, he sent me like a link. He's like, any question
Figure
you've
it
got,
out.
go to that link. And at first I was like, I'm not going to go to that link.
Fuck that link.
That's why you're there. You're supposed to consult and help. And then eventually I was like, oh, fuck, it looks like this. I think let me try and like actually figure it out for myself. And yeah, and so I kind of grew both at the same time. So the grow with my dad and then the grow that I kind of did on my own, which was fun.
Have you guys ever had real jobs? I mean,
I have. I actually have.
He
like,
still has one.
I still have a real job.
Okay.
Yeah.
And what is
He's
that?
a
I'm
full-on
marketing-
prostitute.
That's on in the evening.
Check him out. Hands.
No. I'm actually a marketing assistant. So like I look this way, but I actually have like an educated background.
Nice,
Like
nice.
contrary to popular belief.
okay,
You know,
well,
Nate.
right.
But yeah, I'd rather work with weed, to be very honest with you. It's just
Sure.
better.
Long term, 5-year plan.
Long term, like 10-year plan, bro. Like it's happening, you know. So
Yeah, for me, this is honestly a dream. Well, I'm saying a dream, but Corona happened.
Feels like a dream.
Yeah, of course, and yeah, that's how my life feels like a dream. Just make sure I'm constantly in the clouds.
dedicated, yeah.
Yeah, why not? So I was pretty in a corporate in the hospitality industry, and as we all know, especially the hospitality industry last year took massive
Took a hard
knock.
knock in Corona, yeah.
And I was a consultant in the hospitality industry.
Traveling
so-
consultant.
A traveling consultant. So my clients, I used to travel to my clients, which was mainly like game lodges and those kinds of places. So yeah, I did HR, human
Okay.
resources. So yeah, I used to discipline people for
Wear
consuming
suits
cannabis
and all that fun
at
shit.
work.
Sure.
Ja, right?
Story of
I
my
had
life.
to be the, I had to be the police.
Skydeilig at night.
Hey, I had to make a living at some
Gotta
point
make
in my
bread,
life.
huh?
Yeah.
Sure.
We
But
can't
that's,
all be rock stars.
but it's interesting because all of you were kind of consultants, and now you're doing your own thing.
Yeah.
which is-
100%, yeah,
which is
really,
rad.
yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
interesting.
No, it is.
Yeah.
I mean, all of us, Anna and myself as well.
But I
Like,
have worked for a boss for a long time, so I was only for 2 years a consultant. But now working in the cannabis industry it was very organic. He'd been in, we obviously like partners in personal life.
no,
as
you know,
well,
it's
so
just, it's a random lady that lives in my house.
just randomly own 2 dogs together. So it was, I mean, it just got very like, there were times where I'm like, okay, babe, can we talk
Yeah, I was
about
just
something
talking about
else
it all the
except for
time.
cannabis?
The business.
I
or weed?
was, yeah, business
Before
and
the
weed. Like,
business
I was
even.
really on it, like, all the
Yeah.
time. I think, like, my growing and everything as well. I was just constantly telling, like, okay, like during lockdown, during lockdown, she
You had the
didn't
best
see me.
grow
I was just
ever.
upstairs in our second bedroom with like both my 2 tents, like throughout that entire lockdown, just like growing so much weed. I grew so much weed during lockdown, and I smoked so much weed during
Yeah,
lockdown.
tobacco was.
Yeah,
we couldn't smoke
like,
tobacco,
yo, we
so we were
literally
like,
didn't
we're
have
just
tobacco.
smoking.
I was
joints.
literally smoking joints as tobacco.
I never thought that day would come, to be
Right?
honest, where it was easier to get weed.
Dude,
than it
I was
Yeah, we were
trading
like,
weed
we in a
for
trade,
tobacco. Like I was
yeah.
trading like 10 to 15 grams of primo indoor for like a fucking box of
Oh,
smokes.
wow.
Like a box. I was
shit.
like, dude, just give me a loose. Just give me a loose. I like fucking please. Like it was real.
Shall we
It was
open one
real.
of the boxes, maybe?
Yeah, I would. We can do that. I just wanted to ask.
Hunter
We
asked
can
most
carry
questions.
on.
No,
but
ask the questions.
So who do you think are buying the tickets now? I mean, who like? Is it growers? Is it just
Sure.
someone wanting to test out the product? I'm just interested myself.
100%. I think it's been a very interesting start first to it between the online tickets and the event tickets as well. Obviously, the online tickets are more people like Durban, Joburg, these people now as well who obviously at home and want to attend from afar. I think at first the people didn't fully understand, like event, what is this like? So people were buying tickets thinking they're coming to an event, and the Joburg and Durban people didn't really understand until we started showing them kind of the boxes and how we're trying to create this thing from afar. I mean, the hope is obviously this is the first event, 20th of April. It's a beta test for us. It reaches up to the bigger event next month. If that all works, then by month 3, hopefully we'll do one in PE as well, simultaneous. And month 4, Durban at the same time, and kind of scale up, until we can do kind of like live events across the country and try and tie the people together, tie the communities together. I mean, that would be the dream.
Yeah.
To be able to have a live party where we in Joburg and Durban could be smoking together and like enjoying together and sharing experiences with one another would be fucking great.
Sure, man. Well, I mean, do you want to give us a taste of what the people are going to be getting at the
man.
actual event?
I'd love to bust it open and taste it right now, but we can show. We can show.
Can't smell it either. Just want to smell this again.
Yeah, no, that is fire. That is straight fire.
So yeah, so that's more or less like 2 boxes. This one here is kind of our influencers box, for lack of a better word. It's just we picked some people again who are active in the kind of industry. I don't want to call them influencers per se, because they're like Josh, they're creators. You know, we're really all trying to kind of move the kind of space forward in different ways. So this box was to firstly start introducing them to different brands and get them to start introducing the public to different brands. So our hope is that every month these things will change, the edible will change, the joint will change, the strains will change. So it's constantly a way for people to go, fucking, I'm trying, for instance, like a Cannabis or someone else's a different edible next month and meeting a new company and I'm meeting a new grower. So this month's one, like we've kind of said, we've got featured grower-wise, we've already got a name in here. This is the pre-roll here, basically, that we've got. I don't know if that one's over there. So, we put it in a glass bottle here. This is, again, kind of to do the whole odor-proof and, protect it a little bit. But at the same time, as well, we wanted to try and make each item in the box kind of a collectible, that it's not just like a throwaway, like a Ziploc bag, and you just kind of throw it away, or a little cardboard box and the joint is in there, and you just throw it away. With this kind of idea, hopefully you'll keep the glass bottle if you're traveling around. You've got something to carry a joint in again if you need, or something to put a nip into if you're like smoking at a joint,
Or a little letter thrown in the ocean.
Yeah, Message in a Bottle.
Yeah.
Great song.
Yeah,
But dude, so what is that joint? You said earlier, sorry, I just can't
That's
remember.
the jelly breath.
Yeah, this
Jelly
yeah,
breath.
yeah,
Okay.
This is the jelly breath here. So it's got a 0.5 gram in here, so it's about half a gram of joint. I know it looks a little bit tiny, but she's thick. So yeah, this this should give everybody a good enough taste, a good enough. you enjoy that one.
I'm sorry.
So yeah, it's also pure flour. We don't mix with tobacco or anything like that. So it really is to try to give people a clean experience. If you do find that, okay, you want to still mix with tobacco, you're more than welcome to go break it open and roll yourself your own joint.
Tell me a bit about jelly breath. Is it what is it? Is it
a hybrid? Oh yeah, it's a hybrid. A lot of the weed nowadays, to be honest, the whole
it's hard. Yeah,
it's
hard
hybrid.
to get it.
It's even beyond hybrid. It's now called polyhybrid.
Polyhybrid, yeah.
It's
really
like
hard to get
taking
your old
everything.
sativa indica type of stuff now anymore. When someone says, "Oh, is it indica sativa?" It's like
it's both.
Yeah,
Makes me
or
very
whatever,
sad.
yeah.
Makes me very, very sad sometimes.
100%.
Yeah.
So yeah, but this is to give it an idea. Most of the stuff I generally like to smoke and pick is usually quite energetic. I have ADHD, so I like stuff that kind of balances me out a little bit and doesn't make me sleep. So it is quite an energetic hybrid. It does have a nice kind of kush, reminiscent peppery taste with a little bit of that chemical back. So it does kind of give people that funky smell and taste that some people know. It's a little bit of spice in your mouth. Tart Pops, on the other hand, is like a whole fruity bouquet. That's the other side.
What's in here?
Yeah.
That's what's in there. You're welcome to open up a packet there for our days and show them what's in the bag.
What the toppy grew.
You should have little sessions where you can teach people the lingo, because it's like the wine shit. I don't know any of that stuff.
Well, I literally
Smells like
I'm
turpentine.
in the space and I still don't know half the fucking lingo.
Yeah.
Like people
Just
like,
make it up.
Bro, literally like 5 years ago, if you came to me and you were like, "This is jelly breath," I'd say you're talking shit. Like that's not a fucking name. Now someone comes to you and they're like, "It's alien candy, 3 seconds to Mars," and I'm like, "Okay, that's real."
Yeah, that's cool.
That sounds legit.
Yeah, sure, yeah.
Which is also the fun thing, because at the same time, being an SA, there's just no regulation about anything really. Like we're such an open. I can go grow a strain right now and call it Hunter Kennedy if I want, and it'll just be out there in the market tomorrow, and just kind of going around, and everybody will be like, "Have you smoked Hunter?"
Because you obviously, with it being so grey, you can't patent.
Can't patent.
Yeah, you can't
claim
patent,
IP.
you can't call it a name, you can't really anything.
I mean, the process to actually get like a strain under your name, or like to actually like own a strain, you have to grow it, get it tested, make sure it comes out to exactly what you're saying it does, and then some, So like in our space at the moment, anyone can grow anything and call it whatever the fuck they like, really.
Yeah.
That's what you got going on, you know what I mean? Like, people are just coming out with new shit, and
it does half make it fun as well, though, for me at the same time, because you
It's
have
a bit
weird
Wild
ass shit
West.
like Hitler, there's shit coming out
Yeah,
all of
yeah,
a
yeah,
sudden,
for sure.
like out of nowhere.
Yeah.
Then you're like, okay, fuck it, is this the new thing? And then it's like blue suede shoes, and you're
yeah,
like,
literally.
you're like, okay,
Literally,
cool guys,
literally.
if that's this, let's fucking go, like.
But then the real question is how different is blue suede shoes to
Oh, they're
Hitler?
the same
You know what I'm
motherfucking
fucking
thing.
saying?
They're
Like,
the
no,
same
like, it's just
ass
the same,
thing.
yeah.
bro.
Sorry, what did you say is this?
That is
Pop-
the
Tart
Tart
Pops.
Pops.
Yeah. That one should be
Is that
Tart
yours?
Pops.
Yours? Also yours?
Mine and my dad's.
Alright.
Tart Pops is the old
Yeah.
man's. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the whole bottle you got in front of you
Yeah.
too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
That's
what are the characteristics of this bad boy?
very fruity, kind of nice.
What is foodie?
Fruity.
Fruity.
I just speak like a
Nice,
like a
nice.
degenerate. Yeah,
Like a degenerate.
It's the drugs.
The
though.
cave.
It's the drugs.
Yeah, so that is really like a really nice summertime smoke, as I find it. I smoked it throughout most of the summer. That's why I know, Jesus, this can is kicking in. I can hear it.
Sometimes. I'm like, is it a summertime
Yeah,
song?
it's a summertime. And yeah, I just found like it's very nice. It's fruity. It's soft and easy to kind of smoke. So most of the people who have smoked it have really enjoyed that kind of experience. They cut it up and they're like, oh wow, it smells nice, very nice and fruity. You kind of smoke it. It's got a nice, soft, easy fruity taste. It's not hard or like hard hitting. It's just a kind of nice mellow vibe to take you in to enjoy like a sunny day or go for a hike or jam some music or something like that. It's just
Nice.
just an easy rider. Yeah.
And on the day, this is obviously rad. Thank you for taking it home with me. Do you want to chat through this flyer, maybe?
My flyer.
That's in here.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, that everyone's going to get, right?
Yeah, all the online boxes get the flyer in here. This was just, again, this originally started as a disclaimer kind of and was supposed to be like warning, you know, like to kind of tell people again that this is a legal platform. This is what we're trying to do. The flyer in here is legal. And for kind of any cops out there or entities really trying to watch us.
I like it like when you said cop, you looked at him.
He looks like a
I don't
narc.
know, you know, motherfucker. No, I think, you know, we're just really trying to put that foot forward for people now. It's the easiest defense I found.
It's nice. When you were saying about your dad, I think that is one of the things that I've noticed the most is how many sort of older folks that might have been against it a few years ago just because it wasn't legal or
That's
it was
it.
demonized or
Yeah.
whatever.
Yeah.
I think they're waking up to
100%.
the medicinal value of it and then
100%,
hopefully
dude.
to the recreational kind of value of it.
100%.
Yeah, last
Later.
year, I had a photo on my Insta that I put up over Christmas time kind of last year because it was a moment for me. It was my dad and I sitting together and like trimming his harvest. You know?
Wow.
And that moment for me, him and I kind of sitting side by side, each with a bowl trimming, was just... I told the people, this is the same guy who used to throw out my bong, smash my seed, sent me to drug counseling, you know, like did all of that shit before. But this is the same guy now who's like supporting me, huge supporter of the show, like grows his own, like is really invested in my shit. So weed is a portal for change. Like it actually allows communities to change their views and grow towards something. Like, yeah, he could now see, shit, my son's actually productive. These ideas that I had, like he's fucking grinding and he's going, he doesn't drink, he doesn't do this, doesn't get into shit. Like, yeah, he smokes some weed, but he's a good fucking guy. So maybe I was wrong about this shit, you know, maybe it's not as bad as they think. And by them starting to try it now themselves, eating a Rice Krispie cake here or there, these things.
You should maybe have like a geriatric version of your
Coming soon.
take it
5 milligrams.
take
of
it to the old age
THC.
home.
Oh, no, coming soon. Yes, I want it, man. I want it so bad.
That's actually.
Yeah, we've
Something we've
always
done.
kind of we've always kind of wanted that as well. I think that was like always on the cards for us as well. I told people like I want to start to be able to create something where I go to like old age homes, for instance, and teach fucking old people how to grow weed and help them to plant in their gardens if that's what they want.
Generally,
Grow their own
green fingers.
CBD or their own THC, whatever they want, because it's medicine for themselves. If that's where we're really moving
Yes.
towards and you're allowed to cultivate your own medicine, then I'm more than happy to help you teach you how to do that. That's why I think this is kind of starting, is just to grow a voice more for us and give a platform for these people to go, I'm 65, I'm keen to grow. I saw her dad being a grower, now I'm maybe motivated to do the same thing, you know?
Yeah.
So
I mean, that's why your dad actually started growing, is because he wants for personal use.
Yeah,
He's
100%.
testing various different strains, which is what we also
yeah, he's
actually
trying to make
doing
oil
with-
for himself and his friends kind of going into that space. He fucking cannot do anything small.
So
So
does anyone else hear the siren? Well, the only one that freaks out.
It's legal.
The
It's
fire
legal.
I was
Yeah,
like,
it never
your
needs-
window out there, I'll go that way. Yeah,
It's not 2017 anymore.
yeah, God. Sorry, PTSD.
PTSD, bro, for real,
PTSD,
for
like,
real.
I still run away.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I worked at I'm not allowed to talk about it a lot, but I worked at a pretty big facility, underground facility last year, And like my first week there, pretty much as well. Like I was already scouring the building out, looking at escape routes.
Yeah, dude.
Like going. There's about 9 floors in this building, so I was like checking the top floor and looking at the building there, being like, could I Batman zip this thing?
Parkour.
Like, how am I gonna get out when this happens? Because if it's going down, it's going down.
Oh, yeah, run quick.
Sorry, I interrupted you with the flyer. Sorry, man.
With the flyer.
Yeah.
The flyer is, again, it's just kind of like a rundown to tell people. I mean, it starts by telling them this is a legal review and what they can expect in this box. It is flour, it is edible, and it is a pre-roll. So these are the 3 things. We're always going to keep it in that kind of 3-thing box there. So we're always kind of trying to say, okay, you're trying this flour again. It will almost always be flour. It is the kind of general way of how we understand cannabis, as a flour product. So I just wanted it to be a way for people so that, again, that they could be like, okay, I can try a new strain, or if I've always wanted to try Ethos Sour OG cheese, whatever, I can see it's at month 3. So I can go to month 3, get to try it in person. Actually, now I can start to grow it myself or purchase seeds or get clones to do that myself.
What do you mean it's in month 3? So will you have these boxes? I don't understand.
And we'll have a box every month. You know, so every month there'll be a box.
Oh, you mean when you'll see, okay, the box coming up, it's containing this, I want to try it.
100%. I'll always let people know beforehand as well, like next month's, like they know now already, next month's featured strain is Jelly Breath. Yeah. So they're getting it in a pre-roll this month, but next month it's coming out in the flour form as well. So it'll be in flour at the event, it'll be flour in the boxes too. And then the event after that will change.
I just want to know, because I can't be at this first event. Are you just going to have lots of weed lying around there and I can stuff my pockets with it and go home? Or not?
Not at all. Not at all. So those who are coming there to rob me, I see you.
Please don't come.
Yeah, please don't come. Please don't come. Now, look, obviously it's an event where we want to have people enjoy. So we're going to try and make sure that it is gratuitously catered. There is more than enough there for people to enjoy, so there's no reason for you to really have to shove your pockets and run home. Again, we're trying to keep it legal. So by not allowing any of those things, it's a participation from both sides. The community participating fairly back to it, and us doing the same. We're trying to show people we aren't criminals. We don't play like this. Yeah. We can have respectful events. We can have calm events where there are no fights, no crime, nothing going on.
Stoners don't fight.
Are you going to have munchies there? I've just thought.
Oh, yeah. Really? We have to.
I mean, not edibles, just normal.
Then fucking go home. No, we're lucky enough. The venue where we are doing it, which we've kept secret, but I guess the 6 days to go, we can reveal now as well.
Well, I mean, this will go at the people.
Yeah, exactly.
You're not even gonna know.
So right now,
So the first one is in Siva Cafe in Woodstock. It's a legal social club there as well, which is members only. So that was really, again, because we wanted to make an event where cannabis was already forward. So we wanted to make a space where the people could feel fully supported. Not like we're going to put you in a little box here and you can go smoke there and then come back into the event, and because that's treating us again like we weirdly have to be put in this box. I wanted people to feel like you can in Amsterdam. Come into a safe space and enjoy your cannabis. But do it respectful. So that's Sensiva Club, 20th April.
Yeah, I was quite surprised when I walked in there, man. And once again, it kind of felt like Long Street sort of back in the day.
Yeah,
but I think it's rad. But how does that work? Just for my own interest, once again, just Sensiva. How do you become a member of that place?
Okay, so Sensiva has their own membership platform and everything. What we've kind of done with them for the night is we've closed the event off to the public. So obviously no public is coming in there. So our ticket sales are temporary memberships for the night. So that's how we've kind of structured with them to be able to know people coming through the door are members.
Temporary memberships at Sensiva.
Yes, 100%. Yeah. So we're also not selling flour there the night per se. Sure. So the guys aren't coming in and transacting anything. They're really just there to experience a private night. It's a
everything's
closed
catered
space
for you.
Yes.
You know what I mean? You got to picture it kind of like going to like a tasting.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah, man. That's how I understand it too. It's a wine tasting kind of thing.
At someone's house, really. To be honest, that's.
This is the whole thing about the grey areas is that you as a person who's coming are consenting to responsible adult use in a private capacity. Do you know what I mean? That is your disclaimer essentially. That is like right of admission, where it's like you as a person over the age of 21 have come here like knowing that this is what you will do here. Do you know what I mean? So you can't bring your own, you can't smoke, or you can if you really want to smoke yourself into oblivion. I mean, just don't talk to me. But the point is like, you are consenting to this in a private capacity, which is what we're allowed to do.
Yeah.
All right. Pretty nice. I don't really know what else to ask right now.
Well, I think I must say you've covered it fantastically.
You
Just
did.
to give people us an idea out there. See, this is what happens with 20 milligrams of weed.
told you.
Yeah, I was
My
also- I can
tolerance,
see
my
the
tolerance
eyes.
is
I
fantastic.
can
Everybody
see it in the
knows that my
eyes.
tolerance is fantastic, but edibles just fuck me up in a different way. So I guess the best thing I could say is to those coming to the event of the night, be pre-warned, forewarned, just
Especially on
Well,
the edibles.
Or the
thing.
next one.
yeah, 100%. Or the next
The ones
one.
watching now.
The ones watching this at home right now.
Yeah.
I hope you guys aren't sleeping in your bathroom right now. Hopefully the weed was enjoyable and you guys did enjoy everything that you could. If you're coming to the next event, what people can expect there again as well is obviously an event like we've said now, which is going to be all about trying different weed. So we really want to have a space where people review. It's really, really important for us. It's not...
How do people go to your site? Sorry,
Yes,
because I saw
100%.
that. If I get the box, do I go to your site?
Yes, it's as simple as a comment. It's really as simple as a comment. There's an article for each strain that is on there, each product that we have on there, and everything. Right now, it is a little piece of Latin, so just give me like give me 2 days.
What do
to
you call
like
that stuff?
Lorem
Lorem
ipsum.
ipsum, yeah, good old Lorem ipsum.
Yeah.
So, I mean, we hit the whole website together in like under a week. Pretty much this entire event has
But
come
at
together.
the event, you're going to be taking sort of real
Yes.
people are going to be whatever.
100%. Yeah, we're taking real reviews, feeding it all back into the site, doing
Okay.
everything that we can, because again, this all is built on that basis. Really, that we need your reviews. I think it makes our own form of leafly back for ourselves again for South Africa to be able to say, okay, I smoked Josh's garlic sherbet at that thing, and these are all the real reviews about that one. Or I smoked 6 other garlic sherbets, and I can start telling them apart, so I can see, okay, this is what goes on in the genetic and whatnot, and these guys got the clones from the same places, just to give people a bit more education towards it. Because in America, it's very, very big on that. I mean, America has gotten very, very niche with like weed already now. I mean, Josh knows, we've spoken about it quite a lot. Like in America, craft means something totally different. You know, it's now about like no till, no pesticide, these type of things. You know, like changes to different things. Or the guys say like high THC products have become a really, really big thing. You know, so the marketing there is totally different. Like we're always like 5 years behind.
Yeah, well, yeah, I mean, obviously it's legal there.
Yeah.
So it's a bit different. Well, in certain states.
State
Certain
legal,
states,
yeah.
Something else that we spoke about, I think we spoke about it, is sort of the, it's not receptacles, but like the paraphernalia, the pipes and the bongs and stuff aimed at women, actually. And I've actually seen a local one, but you were saying that that's kind of stuff that you want to have on your site as well?
Yeah, 100%. We'd really like to work with local talent.
Yeah.
Ultimately, we're still
Glass makers, pot
scouting,
makers,
yeah,
everything
but
we can. Yeah, we're still hunting and
Yeah.
scouting talent kind of to build up that platform, but it is also a very big part of Freaks is collaboration. It's probably the biggest essence of what we do.
And then, making really almost like one-off pieces that are functional yet classy and everything at the same time. We often speak about cleaning your paraphernalia as well. How often do you
A
clean
clean
your
bong is a
rig
happy
and
bong,
your
eh?
bong?
I'm OCD, so like every day.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
But there are
And
many
that's
people who
great.
don't.
There are
Like,
many
that
people
is the
who
flip.
don't. So something that works, that's functional, but also, and with all due respect to Rick and Morty, but I don't want a bong that says Rick and Morty or Dacha on the side.
Yeah, yeah.
It's not something that really I like fitting within my house as well. So yes, it's definitely one of our phase approaches is going into the more paraphernalia side and really creating really dope pieces that people can, like I said, it's functional, but at the same time it's quality. We're all about quality. It has to be, there's no use in having this beautiful cannabis product and then smoking it out of a
Piece of shit.
acrylic
Yeah.
bong Mali.
No hate to like anyone
know-
who smokes
I
out
know.
of acrylic though.
Yeah,
no
no, sure.
hate. Yeah.
I know Hunter spoke to us about like houseplant, for instance, one day as well. Like that type of stuff. I know you guys had a big chat about that one. I think that was another brand that inspired a lot of what she's doing in that collaborative space again as well. Shows you where you can have pieces which you can put in your house once it starts becoming part of your lifestyle. If you're daily smokers like us, I don't hide my bong anymore. I don't hide my rigs or my weed or
or
anything.
want to, yeah.
or want to.
Yeah.
It's really put out there.
And things
So-
have progressed since the old school volcano. Do you guys remember
Yeah,
that?
yeah, dude,
Yeah.
literally, like with a big bag and everything.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's
Yeah.
almost subtle now.
Like
Yeah,
a
it's a little
handheld
bit
device.
easier.
Although that thing was quite rad.
I love it.
back
I
in
still
the
smoke
days.
though.
Oh, really?
I still did, yeah.
The volcano vape. I'll be planning to have one
Try
at
to
the
do a whole
event.
bag, you'll
Yeah,
pass
we're
out.
planning to have
Seen
one
one
at
in a
the
while.
event as well.
Okay, nice.
Yeah, so we've chatted to some guys like Vape Store as well to try and like give a lot of rigs to the event again for people to get hands-on time with these rigs again. You know, to be able to try volcano vape and go, fuck, man, this is I want to smoke. I want to buy myself volcano vape or try that bong. So. Yeah, we are really going to try, push it all on every front.
Nice, man. I want to go smoke a joint.
Yeah,
I'm down.
This is just like a pre-teaser now. I think we all need to go step outside now and
Yeah.
take the full flight.
Kick ass. I have no idea what's going to happen the next time. Hopefully we can have it at the live event, actually.
That would be amazing.
That'd
But
be
I mean,
sick, yeah.
we can't promise anything, and we're stoners.
Yeah, I mean, like the space that you guys brought us into is amazing.
Yeah, that's
This
awesome.
THC is so fucking hard that I forgot these guys' radio station name like that. So
Well, point view. Yeah. It's not a radio station.
it's not. Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
not. Yeah,
Yeah,
actually,
it's-
guys, that was a FM thing that confused me on that one. Yeah. So yeah, I mean, this great place that we are. You just gave me a tease and a taste and said, and then we saw the amazing equipment. It's been an amazing day.
Nice.
Great.
Getting really
Yeah.
excited.
I'm happy, bro. You want to say cheers to your peeps?
Yeah, to everybody online that watched this video with us and that bought the online tickets, I love you guys. You have been amazing support. That one over there. Okay. Thank you guys so much once again for supporting the show. Remember, this is the first of many. If you like it, then go comment on it, review it, follow all of us online, please. We're trying to grow this thing together, and we can't do it without you. So yeah, that's us, guys.
Kick ass.
Checking
Yeah.
out. See
Cue
you next time.
theme music.
Theme.